At the beginning of series 3, we are in 1920. And plans are afoot for the wedding. And what else is going on? There are rumblings of, I suppose, economic troubles. It's not quite at the, the Great Depression of the late 20s, but there are, post-war wobbles with, various investments and things which have an effect on Downton. Mary was quite a fierce character when Matthew turned up in series 1, and I think he softened her, and they were always destined to be together, and it's true love and all that. But she remains quite a fierce monster underneath the beautiful exterior, and I think she can really turn it on, in front of Matthew, and persuades him in various ways, and she is very, very loyal to her father and to Downton and to Carson and all of the sort of the establishment things that Matthew questions a bit more. We had one great day, the day of the picnic, where we were on one hillside and it sort of dipped down into a valley, and somebody noticed a little sort of movement. It was about half a mile away on the other side of this hill. So they sent the security over, and sure enough, there was a paparazzi in full camo, long lens, in the bushes. And so we spent the afternoon doing the scene, and in between watching this sort of manhunt as 3 of the security just sort of chased this guy in and out of the trees, down the valley, up the valley. They got the Range Rover out and were sort of herding him this way. And sure enough, next day there were lots of shots of us online, long lens on a hillside going, trying to see if we can spot this guy in the bushes. But yeah, that's what we do in between takes, really. She was great, and really, really good fun. I mean, the chats with her in between takes, I will never forget, nor will I repeat half of them, but she was just great, a really, wonderful dynamic with Maggie. Violet's great one-liners were almost sort of doubled back at points, and, it's a great way of enhancing that, the presence of that generation in the story, and the sort of progressive American, slightly cheeky attitude versus Violet's dowagerness. It was great to watch. In all fields of the arts, whether it's music or film or theatre, just that kind of breaking America has always been a bit of a goal, and at the beginning of this series, I don't think any of us sort of, we're going to crack America, but suddenly there we are, it's happened, and Emmy nominations coming out of our ears, and it's great, and I don't really know how to deal with it, really, but it's, and what's interesting as well is, how the world is so online these days, and you really see evidence of the mania online, on Tumblr, on Twitter, the time that people devote to mocking up weird posters, doing weird mash-up edits on YouTube, altering dialogue, recutting our scenes to the trailers of other films. It's absolutely hilarious. We've all become very fond of our characters, I think. I don't think there's anybody who doesn't love their characters, really. I think, there's the odd time where Jim resents being the chap who stands in the background, not saying anything for a whole scene. But that said, he has a terrific storyline downstairs, and he is the daddy of Downton. He's the man. So and he loves Carson, you can tell. And so it's it is a lovely cast who love their characters, and I do think that comes across.